Hi, well, again, just let me know when to come. Okay. Hi, welcome to the Ginn Project show. My name is Haley Beth, owner of Haley Dot. I'm a Diamond Dot artist. I have a show every Friday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tonight, we're gonna have the featured guest is not only but Crimson Rose. Let's start the show again!
Welcome in, everybody.
S3E4 man's basic in project. Let's get this party started. Time to start the show. It's S3E4 man's basic in project.
How's everybody doing today? Ginn will be relegated to the basement, and then he'll come up and he'll be put in his corner. He knows what he did. Welcome in, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hey, Freak. Hey, Laura. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Eve. Hey, Kira. You guys are amazing. Welcome in. Alrighty. Should we light this candle? I think so. All right. Can somebody bring up Eve's Artistry for me?
Hello.
Hello, co-host. How are you doing? Ah! Look at that. Amok.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, everyone.
I'm on the TGP. Woo-woo.
You are.
Or is it the TAP?
This is A.S.H. Man's basic Ginn project.
Nice.
Nice, right? Right?
Yes.
Hey, Severed. How are you doing? Amok
like
for sure, right?
We're running amok tonight. I love it.
Tonight's guest is Crimson Rose. I think everybody knows who that is, right? Crimson Rose, Postcards for Positivity, and she has very, very great skills in the painting realm. And she's going to be joining us tonight, and she's going to be talking about a show that's coming up. I'll let her talk about that. How about that? So how are you doing, Eve?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm running amok.
Amok. As you should.
Yes.
And Haley, you did a great job announcing. Very good. Amazing.
Good job, Haley.
So normally this is when Ginn and I talk, but Ginn's been a bad boy and he'll be put in the corner for a while tonight. I don't know if I'm going to let him speak. Yeah, I don't think so. What do you guys think? Should I let him talk?
Nah.
Should I let him say anything?
Nah.
Little communique? Nah, I don't think so. He'll just be in the corner watching because he knows what he did. He broke TikTok the other week. I don't know if anybody noticed how bad TikTok was. It was all messed up for a while. It was Ginn. So they sent me in to replace him for a little bit until he knows what he did wrong was wrong. So there we go.
Is he wearing the little hat? Is he wearing the hat?
A little pointy hat. Yeah, exactly. They're still trying to fix it. Look what he did. Just maximum damage.
See, when you leave the man unsupervised, these are the things that happen.
Right? Oh, hold on a second. I need to do something. I need to finish something up. I don't know why he thinks that's so hard to do.
I don't know.
That was easy to build one of these.
Yes.
I built
Yes,
it from
was.
popsicle sticks and bubble gum.
Nice. I lost.
How long has it taken him?
I know. It takes him forever. What is up with that?
Mine sounds like crap, though. But it's done.
It's done. Wow. Seriously.
Cheap, fast, or quick. You can't have all three. You can have two.
That's a big decision.
It is. Cheap and fast. Let's see.
Cheap?
I've been called that before. Cheap and fast.
No. I got nickels.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love nickels. So there we go.
Nickels are perfect.
There we go. All right. And next week we're going to have Heartless on. So, that'll be fun. And I got to remember to say all this. They're forcing me. HR, register for TikTok live events if you'd like reminders for the show. So go ahead and do that. It says here, ask people to sign up for email newsletters via first link in Ginn's bio. I would encourage you to do that because, you get updates on guitars and everything TGP. And you also, the interview with Rick the Muse. Okay, this one I like because it's about me. On Friday, we're going to have me on Rick the Muse's show at 7:00 Eastern time. So I'll be over there at Rick's house at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And that's, that's Friday. So that'll be fun. Nice. And let me see. Kira's show opening September 5th at the Haven Gallery. So don't miss that. If you can be in New York, go to New York.
That's this year.
It's this year. Yeah. It came up fast, right? We've been talking about it for a while. And then suddenly it's like, bam, it's here. That's going to be real quick. You'll be surprised how fast these months fly to get to September. And, Rachel has a top secret song dropping on Valentine's Day. Oh, crap. I'm not supposed to talk about it. No, I did.
Top secret.
All right. I did. Loose lips.
Don't look now. The culprit is in the room.
Oh, God. All right. Can somebody send him up?
The culprit is here.
Send up the dude.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we have to.
The big one has to come up here?
He has to. The big one has to come up.
Oh, man.
He has to see what he did wrong.
I don't know. I don't know.
He's real slow to hit the button, isn't he?
He's not fast and quick.
No.
He might be cheap, though.
He might be cheap, though. Come on, again. It's the little button there.
It's there.
It's there.
It's not here. It's there.
All right. Now that his microphone is muted,
yes,
we don't have to worry about being interrupted.
You have the power.
Hey, Chuck, how you doing? Look at everybody on the chat. Awesome people coming through. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. We got a pretty cool group of people.
We do. We do. Ginn, can you hear me? Oh, right. Your microphone's muted. Sorry about that. No sense. I ain't got no sense. Somebody's looking to get dropped.
He is devilishly handsome, though, isn't he? He doesn't have any sense. I have no sense.
Oh, we got sense. We got all kinds of sense.
Yes. I got lots of nickels.
Wait. He's got something else. He's cooking up something else. Let's see what it is. Oh, boy. Innocent. No. You have been deemed guilty of breaking the internet, of breaking TikTok. Exactly. Shame. Oh, what's the finger?
No finger.
The no finger.
No. You
Now
were bad.
again. No.
No.
I kind of wish I could make his box even smaller.
You think
You
so?
know, just tiny little kid. Hey, Brandy, welcome in. We're
a tiny little gin.
yeah,
Everybody should have a tiny little gin in their pocket.
put him in our pocket. Yeah, just put him right here.
Look at him soliciting. Doesn't he know
I
that's
know.
against TikTok too?
Oh, thank you. But you
There
made
you go.
Eve small,
That's all right.
but I'm big, so that's okay.
Yeah,
I'll accept it.
I'm big in a lot of other ways.
Yes, you are.
It's magnificent.
It's magnificent, right? All right, everybody. So that's 11 minutes down. See, again, that's how you do it. That's that's how you do it. Although you're supposed to be sitting there in the corner like me and just nodding, not saying much.
He can't behave. He
I
doesn't know how to behave.
I know. Look at him green screening down there. Look at
A
him.
little mischief maker.
He's figuring out buttons and such.
Oh goodness, he's pressing buttons. It's there.
It's there?
It's there.
There.
Not there. There.
Why am I so immature and feel that everything just said is that's what she said? Because that's what we aim for.
Yes.
That's what Eve and I aim for. And we're
Yes.
hoping to bring up the class of this show.
Yes.
Oh, wait, bring down the class. Sorry.
Yeah.
I get
highest
confused on
highest
that.
maturity rating ever.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Oh.
Lord Jane. That's how we got in this position to begin with.
Nice. Oh, he put a puppers up. That's nice.
Aww.
He's
That's
going
a
for the
cute puppy.
sympathy. He's going for the sympathy.
He
Like,
is.
if I put a puppy up, it'll all be okay and everybody will like me again.
No.
Okay, now. All right. I'll go with what Eve says.
No. See?
Hey,
See?
Mondo,
See?
welcome in.
He's messing up the whole puppy thing now.
Oh, God, he got right in the way.
You did.
You were
Just
winning,
go back.
and then you got in the way. It's like the puppy was there, and then he got in the, there you go. Oh,
Right,
boy.
Rachel? Right, Mama Tegan? I'm telling you.
All right. Well, here's a ham-fisted pitch. Even
A
I
what?
do ham-fisted pitch. Ham-fisted pitch.
Push and spin?
Push and spin. Even I do a show on Wednesday. Now it sounds really bad. We do a show on Wednesday. It's called Ashman's Basic Podcast. We do a show, and it's at what time, Eve? I can't
6
remember.
p.m. Eastern.
There you go, 6 p.m. Eastern, when that would be 4 o'clock Arizona time, which is the
Yes.
correct time everybody should be because we don't change our times. So there you go.
There you
Oh,
go.
Ginn, could you do me a favor? I'm gonna expand you just for a minute because our friend, my spot at your spot, made something for Ginn, and he needs to show it off. Come on, show it off, Ginn.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What is he doing? Oh. I need my glow sticks.
Look at that. Isn't that cool? My spot's so cool.
That's very cool.
Isn't it?
Look at him with his little black light and everything. That's neato.
It is.
Spelled gin wrong, though.
Yep. All right. That's enough of you. So
It
that's
was
pretty
very
cool.
dark.
That was
It was
very
very
cool.
dark. It was very dark.
And the thing is, I can only show this much of what she sent me because
Mhm.
this isn't my show. If you come to my show, you'll see the whole thing.
Ooh.
You'll see the whole thing.
It was very dark for Ginn.
And there he was in the dark.
Slathering himself.
In his defense, it was quite dark. He'll get his show back when the money transfers. That's all I can say.
Can I do a selfish plug?
Yes, please do.
Ooh, yay. All right. So Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, everybody in the chat, you will see an MCTC Forever. He's a really cool guy with the guitar in his picture. You have to go to his house. Follow that man. Because every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, we do a show called Triple Treat. And it's Triple Treat Musical Monday, where that amazing dude right there, MCTC, myself, and another amazing dude, Mr. Coach Abley, we produce art that is based off of a song. So the song inspires the art. The chat gets to pick the song every week. This Monday, we did a song that MC actually wrote himself. So if you want to hear his amazingness of being a songwriter, you just have to go to my link tree. There's a Spotify, and the Spotify has every song that we've done for Triple Treat. We're on number 86.
Nice.
Yes. It's very, very, very cool. So follow MCTC, and we'll see you all on Monday.
That sounds awesome.
That's it.
That's
you can take me down now.
You can take it down now? Okay.
Yes.
All right. All right. So that's that. And if you haven't seen that show, it's amazing. Eve, Coach, and MC are amazing painters, and they're great people. See, even Ginn agrees. So there you go.
About time. Yes, Mom of Stephen. My name is Eve. Eve is for Eve. Not Steve, Eve.
My official name is Ashman in Glendale. It's on my license.
Basic.
Basic.
There's basic in there too.
It just says Basic. That's my middle name. Basic's my middle name.
That's perfect.
Oh man, you guys.
Ginn, why are you so quiet? Why are you so quiet?
Yeah, do you have
Ginn?
anything to say, buddy?
Yeah. How
Got
you doing,
anything?
buddy?
You got anything, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Free Ginn? Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be something important. Oh, let's see.
Oh man,
Let's see.
it is awfully quiet without the ginster.
Yeah, he should I bring out puppets? Bring the fear of God into Ginn real fast. He'll be like, oh no.
Yes. Let's start off with Bear.
Or not. I want to keep Ginn as a friend. Who's here?
Rick, the man that you're doing
Rick
the show with.
Muse. I will be doing a show with Rick on Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be a lot of fun. So go ahead and head over there on Friday. And you'll have to tune on your notifications for myself. I will be floating around, whenever I decide to go on, I'll go on. Rick, you can't wait? Nice, man. Great. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've known Rick for a long time, so it'll be cool to be on his show. All right. And something serious I'd like to talk about. We all know who Aaron is. Aaron Hammond. So we would like you to go to Ginn's bio and his link tree and find his GoFundMe for Aaron. Aaron's going through a hard time. He's had a lot of things going on. and he's a good guy. He always supports everybody in the art community, and now it's time for us to help support him through his roughest days. So if you can, head over to Ginn's Linktree and find the GoFundMe and help him out. I'd really appreciate that if you guys did that. Go ahead and leave the show now if you want to do that, and go help a friend out. So, all right. Now we're going to talk about Crimson Rose here in a minute. She's been on the show before. Oh man, he's protesting his innocence now. I'm so close to dropping this guy.
Maybe you should.
No, I won't.
All right.
He needs to see what he did wrong was wrong. So
yes,
here he is. He broke the internet last week. He kind of
broke
blamed it on a
TikTok.
snowstorm.
Right.
I don't know. He was spouting a bunch of stuff that it was wrong. He's writing something else. Let's see.
You know.
Rachel,
like
I do
going
not
to
feel
France.
bad.
It deserves
deserved
it.
it.
I don't think he's going to learn his lesson.
No, I don't think so. I think
I know.
I think somebody needs to be in there the whole show without any no say.
I don't think he's going to learn his lesson. I don't think it's going to happen. Proclaiming innocent, saying they deserved it.
Yep. And I'm still keeping an eye on my bank account, and the money still hasn't transferred.
Yeah.
At some point, he'll transfer the money,
Hi, casserole.
or he's not getting the show back. That's all I can say.
That's right.
He's reaching in his pocket. You got some money for me?
Nickels.
A pick? I take picks. They got to say
Pick
Ginn
you up.
Project on it or something, though. Can't just have like rando picks.
No.
And I'd like to say personal thanks to Laura for helping me do this. So Ginn, she turncoated on you and helped me get in. There you go.
That's it. That's it.
That's what happened.
That's
And
it.
towards the end of the show, I'm going to normally I have Ashman's Basics, which I talk about. What do you mean now?
It's not happening.
It's not happening. You're right. It actually isn't happening today. Very good. It's not going to be Ashman's Basics this week. We're going to have a very special guest. A very special guest. He was made last year. I think Eve was in a trance when he was made. He was made on TikTok Live. And he's right here. He will be doing Lingus's lessons.
Yes.
So that would be Lingus's lessons. That's what we're going to be doing. Yes, the doctor and the hizzy.
Take a lesson from Lingus.
Lingus lessons.
Yes.
Everybody should have one.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. I definitely co-sign that statement.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, let's see. I think we should bring up Crimson Rose here in a couple minutes. Eve, do you have anything to talk about with Crimson Rose?
Crimson's that amazing artist, right? And she's very helpful and a big part of the community. And she
Yes.
does those postcards for positivity, and that's really cool. I have one. I have one of those postcards.
I do not. I do not have
I
one.
do.
Oh my
Yes.
God. No, I don't have one yet.
Yeah.
All right, Crimson.
Ginn has one.
Oh, of course. Everybody's got one but me.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to drop him. He just
Yeah.
nodded too hard.
Yes.
Nah, I'll leave him. I'll leave him up.
He's
Hey,
running
Lost,
amok
how's it going?
in his little box.
His little
His little
box.
box.
His little box.
Little box.
So Postcards
There.
for Positivity.
Mm-hmm.
She has a new show coming out. I'll let her talk about all that because I don't want
Okay.
to. I don't want to blab it, but it looks pretty cool. If you haven't gone to her bio or her page, you really should check out her artwork. It's amazing stuff. I don't know. I really like her work and I like who she is as a person. And she's part of our great community, like Eve said. So she's wonderful to talk to. Hey, Tim Nate. How are you doing, man? All right. So if somebody can bring her up, or I will.
We'll say hello.
We'll say hello.
Hello to the Crimson Rose.
I can't find it. Somebody bring her up, please.
Is she here?
Now I can't hit buttons. Now
Maybe
I'm
she's
bored.
not here yet.
I thought I saw her earlier.
Ooh. Hi, Cajun.
Yeah, raise your hand, Crimson.
Raise your hand.
If you're sure.
Raise your hand if you're sure.
Red Rover, bring Crimson right over. Yep.
Yes. Isn't that from a scary movie?
It's actually Red Rover. It's a game that we used to play on the playgrounds back in the turn of the century, in the 1900s. That's how long ago it was.
You old.
Me?
Yeah.
Red rum. Is it red rum? Red rum.
That's from a scary movie.
Yeah, that's from The Shining. Absolutely.
Yes. We all kind of look like Jack coming through the door.
Exactly.
Get you.
Hello, Moose. How are you doing? We're just
How you
waiting
doing,
for Crimson
Moose?
Rose to pop in.
Yeah.
Laura. What's the about, Laura?
Is it gonna be us and Silent Ginn tonight?
It could be. I saw her come in earlier, so she'll be here.
Okay. Hello, Moose.
I think what we can do now is I know how much some people like mimes, so we could do mimes.
Well, Ginn should do the mimes. 'Cause he has
Exactly. He's all quiet in there.
Yes. He's over there pressing buttons. How do you get his little logo up there?
I don't know.
That's pretty nifty.
It is. So, do you have anything else you're going to do or turn on your notifications for Eve going live at any point?
Monday night, 8 p.m. over at MC's house. Wednesday night, 6 p.m. over at Ashman's Basic Art Show. I don't know. You might have heard of that guy. He's
I don't know who
never
that
heard
dude
of him.
is. No.
All right. So maybe, no. All right.
I hear he's full of himself.
Yeah, he kind of is.
He's kind of arrogant.
He kind of is. You got to give him a chance, though.
We do.
Yeah, he'll get out of his own way.
Eventually. Will he, though? I mean, come on. Let's be honest. He won't. He won't.
And then he's going to wind up like Ginn. Silenced.
Oh, no. Relegated to a small box.
The box.
The
tiny box. The tiny box.
The tiny box.
Ginn was flashing us before. Yes, he was, Team Nate. He was flashing us.
Yes.
Yes, we're going amok. We're going amok tonight.
In case anybody has just joined us, the whole point of this is that Ginn broke the internet last week. That's why we weren't on. That's why TikTok had all kinds of problems. So they, for some reason, put me in charge. I don't know why. It's like I'm probably not the best one to put in charge because I'm a little
off.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Off. I got the short straw. Exactly. Exactly.
You were voluntold.
I was voluntold. Exactly.
There's no volunteering around here. You were voluntold
Yes, exactly.
that you're in charge. So when people turn on their notifications and come to see you, Ash, what sort of things are they going to see?
I don't know. How do you describe that? That's a weird thing to describe. I mean, Laura, how would you describe it?
There'll be disco balls.
There could be disco balls one night.
Will there be puppets?
There'll be puppets.
Nice.
I have to not say certain things, but yes, puppets.
Puppets.
Dr. Lingus might make an appearance.
Yes. Lingus is another appearance.
Yeah.
And then there's art. You do art.
Do I, though?
You do.
Okay, I do art.
Yes.
Exactly.
You sketchy
Moderately,
sketch.
Neato. I sketchy sketch. I do. I try and sketchy sketch at least twice a week.
Yes.
Other than that, I draw.
He's a sketcher. Sketches.
I'm sketchy, and I sketchy sketch.
Yes. That's right.
Exactly.
The sketchiest of sketchers. What do you say when you're not prepared to say anything?
What do I say when I'm not prepared to say anything?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Hmm.
That's what I do.
That's what Ginn has to do tonight.
Exactly. Mr. Quiet down there. Mr.
Yes.
Quiet.
Mr. Quiet. In your corner. Wait, I'm in the corner too. Am I in
know.
trouble?
No. Of course not. Of course not.
You sure? I always get in trouble.
Yeah.
I always get caught.
You do. Oh, he ducked out.
Yes. Yes. He said
Crimson
enough
is
of
out.
this.
Yeah. Poor dude. Poor dude. You know, he's
Yep.
been punished enough, I guess.
You think so?
No.
No.
He'll stay in the corner all night.
Yes. Definitely. Definitely.
So, this is Ashman's as basic as you can get, Ginn Project. How's everybody doing in the chat? We're just
How's
hanging
everybody
out,
doing?
waiting for Crimson Rose.
Yes. She's going to be our guest this evening.
Yes.
No answer. Or you're stuck with us two.
If you're stuck with us too, it could go sideways pretty quick.
Yes. Oh, did we tell you guys that Wednesday night is the podcast?
I think we did, but we could repeat that because it's about me.
Yeah. So Ashman does this basic podcast where we banter about certain subjects.
Yes.
And they could be any subjects at all. And we're always open for new ideas. So if anybody has podcast subjects, we'll totally be down to read what you have and then maybe actually talk about it.
That's a good idea. Yeah, if anybody has any kind of let
Hi,
me mute
Nuggets.
his microphone again.
Yeah, you better mute him.
He came up and I heard some scurrying or something, and I was like,
I know,
oh,
he's
maybe
like
go away.
rustling around like a squirrel or something.
I know. He's got a lot
What
of
if we-
tools down there, but
He does.
he could.
What have we
actually
talked
have-
about so far on the podcast? We've talked about things.
We've talked about things and stuff.
Things and stuff. We've talked about nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Oh yeah, I remember that
Mhm.
fondly.
Yes. You remember that fondly, like crayons?
I probably still have one up my nose into my brain.
Yeah. What color is it?
That's what made me this way. Well, it tastes like it's purple.
It tastes like it's purple.
It tastes like it's purple.
Remember those markers you used to smell?
Oh, yeah,
Even the ones we weren't supposed to smell?
exactly.
I think that's what happened to me.
I got some messages from our overlords, and I read them, and okay. Just to let them know, I got your message, all right? I got it. That's all I can say.
Okay. We also talked about, we talked about New Year's resolutions.
We did. We talked about New Year's resolutions. And it was interesting because we came up with the idea that, we shouldn't have them. I think that was
any?
No.
You didn't make any?
Mm-mm.
Because I was going to ask you if you're still sticking to them or not.
If I did, I wouldn't.
Anybody make any New Year's resolutions out there? Did you guys resolve to get up and go and do amazing things? And are you still doing them? That is my question.
Rachel, heck no. Laura, meh.
Meh.
Meh. Oh, absolutely not, says Severed.
Absolutely not, right? That's what our podcast was about, because it's basically people make all these ideas and absolutes, and sometimes it's just not attainable.
It's not. And Nugget says, no, I haven't been working out, and I haven't made more doodles. Okay.
That's okay, Nuggets. I haven't been working out either.
Me neither.
And again,
I took a week off.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Nope. What else is on? Oh, and our podcast can be found on YouTube.
Yes, it can. I post to YouTube every week our podcast. I haven't done the last one because somebody came to visit Arizona.
Who is that?
I think it was Eve. Yes. And we got to meet Mondo.
We did.
And hang out. Yep. I got to show our palm trees.
Yes.
Never seen those before. I don't know.
Yes.
Have you?
I've seen palm trees before.
Did you know what they were? Did they scare you?
They were a little creepy. They were a little scary.
A little scary?
A little scary.
A little scary.
Yeah. That worked.
Yeah. Yes, I can, overlords. Yes, I can. The word of the night. If you're not familiar with my show, Ashman's Basic Art Show or podcast, I do what is called the word of the night. And I will call tonight's word early.
What's tonight's word?
What do you think it is?
Amuck.
Amuck. Sometimes things don't go as planned. Sometimes we have issues. Sometimes people don't show up and they ran into problems. And we have to go with what happens. So, let's see.
Sometimes things just run amok.
Yes. So sometimes things don't go as planned. To wit. And I'm going to do something that I didn't think I was going to.
What's that?
If I could. It's not letting me. There we go. I guess I'm going to let the man talk for a little bit.
Oh, man.
You don't want to talk, buddy?
What would you like me to say? I didn't do it. I'm not taking blame for TikTok's craziness.
I think you did, though.
TikTok did it.
Really?
See?
TikTok made me do it.
TikTok made you do it? Okay. Yes, I think Rachel's right. You should plead your case. Where were you
Well,
last week?
in Mobile,
Tuesday
Alabama,
Okay.
with a guy named Hunter Blackburn.
All right. I can confirm that.
I'll confirm it too.
Ginn is guilty until proven innocent. Oh, look at that.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's a shame.
Well, we've never had a show and the guest didn't make it, so I'm concerned. I'm worried about our guest.
I'm
to be
worried
honest
about
with
her
you.
too. Yeah, I'm hoping she's okay.
Yeah.
So I did call and didn't get an answer, so I'm hoping that everything is all right.
Yes.
I don't, it could be everything on the spectrum from sometimes people fall asleep or something. Things happen. It happens. So hopefully she's doing okay. And well, it's not the end of the world. It's a bummer because y'all are doing a pretty cool show, and the rest of it would have been even.
Oh yes, that's actually a good idea. Thank
You're
you,
getting all these
Kira.
clip notes from the overlords. What are they saying
I
now?
am. Well, I think that's a good idea. Our surprise guest tonight is the Ginn Project.
Nice.
It is a surprise.
Ooh, I like
In case
it.
you didn't know, Ginn here runs a show called the Ginn Project where he makes conversation,
Luckily, I got a backup account.
where he makes conversation with people, mostly artists and creatives. He's creative himself. He creates furniture. Is one of his favorite furniture makers is George Nakashima, who is very interesting. If you ever want to go look at his stuff, go look at his stuff. Ginn's inspired by that guy, and I could see it. And his guitars are amazing. They have great intonation, and a lot of heart and love has gone into those things. Just like he has a lot of heart that's gone into the community.
Yeah.
So, Ginn, tell us your darkest secrets.
Um,
It was very
it was
dark.
me. I broke TikTok, and in my defense, it was very, very dark.
It was very dark. Okay. All right.
TikTok had it coming though. They had it
I'll
coming.
allow it. I'll allow it.
They asked for it.
They did.
And yes, I'm using that phrase, and it feels gross.
Feels dirty. All right.
Yeah.
So I said George Nakashima inspired you, but who else was a big inspiration in your life?
Oh, my stepfather.
Your stepfather.
Obviously, the business named after him. He married my mom when I was 6. And for the next 8 years or so, I lived with him and my mom, and he was my hero throughout my life. He's a good dude.
Nice.
And my wife would have to be the other person. But that's not really she's always going to be the.
And it shows. It shows. And you talk about your wife quite a bit, and it's always in a positive nature, which is wonderful to hear.
I met her.
I'm sorry?
She's amazing.
I met her.
I did too.
Yes. And
That's
she's
right,
amazing.
folks. She's real and she's
Can't
amazing.
understand. I can't understand why she's with me, but shh, be quiet.
That's right, Kira. We love Mrs. Ginn.
Man, I'm glad I wore pants.
I told you
I
not
am
to.
too.
It was 50-50.
I'm glad you wore pants too.
The thing is, I told you I didn't wear pants. I didn't. I'm wearing shorts. So
Yes.
It's a catch. There was a catch to it.
I got you.
You guys were worried for a second, were you?
I'm not wearing
Didn't
any
wear
pants.
pants, folks.
I don't have any pants on.
So, why guitars? What got you into guitars?
Well, I was always into music, and I was a little kid that walked around with a little AM radio.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would come in at night. Hey, turn that off. It's time to go to bed. And it was just it was always guitar was always kind of my favorite, and I one of my grandmothers got me a guitar when I was a kid, and I had it for a week or two, and it went to someone else. It was always my favorite instrument, and as a kid, I had a kind of thoughts of maybe learning how to play, and that didn't work out. So I just kind of put it aside. And then a friend of mine named Ed Kelly started showing up at my shop. His wife is an artist. He's an artist. He's also a biologist and a bunch of other things. But he started bringing his instruments over. He's a multi-instrumental guy. He's got all different kinds of instruments, stringed and otherwise. And he has a key to my shop because his mother, who's in her 90s, lives here in town, and his daughter lives in town, and he lives kind of up on a mountain. So like lately when it's been snowing, it's harder for him to get back and forth. So if he's down in town, he could just come by my shop and get whatever tools he needed. So he didn't have to go back up the mountain. So over time, this big birch tree went down on his property, the one that your guitar is made out of, the one that the front of S.H. guitar is made out of. And he called me and asked me if I wanted it. I was making furniture at the time. And one thing led to another, and then he started bringing his instruments by. And then he started introducing me to his friends and taking me to some of the gigs and some of the shows and stuff. And it just kind of went from there.
That's a pretty big deal to hand somebody over the keys to the shop to come in and do what they want. That's
Man,
something else, man.
I'm an insane person. I have a friend.
That's why we all get along.
I have a friend that lives down in Florida named Simon Pounder. Simon is a mason, like brick mason from England. And he used to restore like those old 1,000-year-old cottages and stuff like that. I pulled into the antique store one day many years ago, and he and Rick, the owner of the antique store, were standing in the little building that we built, the little gallery that we built, talking. And Simon was in town helping a lady that was a local move. The conversation was there was a problem with the truck they had. And so I handed him the keys to mine, so just drop me off at the house and use mine. And to this day, we're still friends all these years later. It's just a truck.
Yeah. It's funny how much importance we put on material things sometimes. And, the trust factor is so much more expensive to me. The friendship and making sure we have that bond and communication is much more important than, like you said, a truck, that sort of thing. So,
and it's crazy, but if you think about it, you're in a small town. I mean, where's he gonna go? What's he gonna, I know the person that he's working for.
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
I mean,
where's
he gonna go?
It would be a little weird if I took my powerful Prius and handed it over to some guy that I barely know and go, "I trust you, buddy. Come back." Once you get in that Prius and you feel the power of it, you ain't coming back.
I can imagine. I guess the true answer to that is that I don't know, man. I feel like that I don't know. we can treat each other a little better than we do. So we try to, don't always get it right, but that's the thought process.
And that's a good point, because that's why this show works. You have a bond with the community that has been built up over time, and people trust you because they should. It's not for an unfounded reason. You're a good dude. You like to make sure you talk to people a certain way that you want to be talked to, and it shows. And you don't get enough credit on your own show, dude. And that's all I can say about that.
Oh man, well,
Eve, you want to embarrass him?
That's very kind of you, but there's a whole bunch of us that do this show, man. It isn't just, you know that, and it's a thing though, man. It's weird. I don't know. It's hard to describe. My intention was to make some time-lapse videos, and then I met all you characters, and life is much richer with you. I'm thrilled that it's one of those things, right? You don't know what you're missing. I was working in my shop, which is in my basement, and guys like Ed would come by, like I was talking about, right? I have other friends like that locally. Ben, who I'm building a guitar for, and John, whose name is on the building out back, where a lot of the trees came from his property that I milled over the years. So I don't know, man. It's like I'm the product of some of the people that treated me the best in my life weren't even actually related to me. They were step grandparents or step uncles or aunts or friends that lived down the street or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, family we choose sometimes.
Yeah. So I don't know. I always try to kind of pass that forward. I don't always succeed, but that's the thought. That's the mentality anyway that you try to have.
Well, it shows, and in everything you do on the show, and everything you do off screen too. You do a lot of great things off screen as well. So I don't want to
Man,
put
you're
too
not
much
supposed
on
to tell them about the slathering.com page.
How much money did you send Ash anyway?
All I got left is a guitar pick.
No wonder.
Let's just say
kind.
I could afford the large coffee.
Ooh.
You got a large with that bundle of quarters.
Yes.
I didn't even have
It's in
any
a dirty
nickels,
sock too. He
quarters.
just sent me a bunch of quarters in a dirty sock.
Yes.
It's all I have,
Yes.
he said. All right. That's fine.
I
Smells
you know what I
like
want
boot
to hear
leather and foot.
too. I'm gonna stick to my shiny nickels.
As you should.
You know what I want to hear about?
What's
I want to hear about how Ginn takes a freaking tree and turns it into a guitar.
Well,
It's from a tree. Like, it's not like pre-cut. It's not like anybody puts it together for
see-
you. It's a tree.
for me, one of the things that is so cool about that is it was like a natural thing. It was I grew up, okay, so the thought process goes like this, briefly. I grew up in the panhandle of Florida. I was born and raised in Pensacola. And the house that my wife and I had before we lived up here, which we've been here for 18-ish years now, a little over 18 years. That place had these big, beautiful oak trees, the old southern tree, like you'd see that had the moss hanging on them and they hang low to the ground. They were old. Our neighborhood was out in the country and it was kind of in this winding, kind of weird space. And Hurricane Ivan absolutely demolished those trees. And I spent days and days out there with a little chainsaw cutting them up At the time, I was writing training programs. I didn't have any aspirations to be a woodworker. And it was just heartbreaking. I love those trees. One of the reasons we bought that house was the trees out back, like literally. That always stuck in the back of my head. Well, then I moved to North Carolina, and I live in Western North Carolina, where there is a just lot of wonderful hardwoods. And some are gone, like the chestnut. A lot of those died out from the blight. But hemlocks are having a problem now. But I live in an area where there are a lot of furniture makers. Because of that, like generational, they've been here for generations because they moved here because that's where the good wood was to build furniture with. So pretty quickly after my friend called and asked me to start taking down that barn, I met the guy, Rick, that owns the antique store, him and Shar. And I really fell in love with working with the hand tools and all of that. And he gave me these books by this guy named Eric Sloan. And he wrote about, he was an expert artist, like he could draw. And he went to all these barns that were built like in the pioneer days. And he was able to figure out like their ancestry, so to speak. So these types were built in Denmark. These types were built in Norway. These type of structures were built from France. You know, people that came over from wherever built these types. So he was really good, and he was like but he also wrote stories, and they found a 14-year-old kid's partial diary in the walls of this log cabin that they took down. And the kid had moved out there in the pioneer days with his father, who was a blacksmith, and his mom. And he told a story about when they got there, they built the blacksmith shop first, then they built the house, then they built, whatever. They built a little bridge across the creek, because back then, if you did something like that, it was considered like for the community. And when people came by and used the bridge, they might give you some eggs or a loaf of bread or something, for making their travels easier. That's kind of the way things were done back then.
It's kind of interesting because a lot of things like that were done in the communities. You had to depend on your neighbors, because if something went wrong at your house, they'd come to help you. If something went wrong at their house, you'd join in and help them. So there's a lot of things like that have gone on throughout history, and I think some of it's been lost. And in a way, we've kind of found that again on this platform. We've kind of helped each other as a community get through things. So I find that really interesting.
This is going to sound so familiar to you, Ash. Okay, I have a background in the, special education, psychology, that kind of stuff, writing training program. And that kind of ties in to, now I'm doing woodworking stuff. I've taken down this barn, I'm making things, and pretty quickly people were asking me to make things for their event or their charity or their whatever, right? And it kind of dawned on me that the Ginn Project as a woodworking business, or me as a craftsman, is able to kind of rally certain forces in the community, you might say, to different events or different things that go on, right? So there's this through line of community building with all of it, right? It's the similar skill set. You do the same types of things. It doesn't matter which community you're in trying to improve. It takes the same skills, the same types of things. Collaboration and coordination and communication, all the C's, right? All the things that you've got to do to try to get people working on projects together. If you've ever run projects that have people from all different walks of life working on it, that can be challenging, but it can also be very, very rewarding. So what happened naturally, this show, y'all show, I'm not even in the account, the Ginn Project, has developed as just like a community project, kind of like I'm the guy that does the thing and you're the co-host that does the thing usually. Now I'm not even sure I'm on the show anymore. But
We'll talk.
but the community showed up, right? And
Yeah.
we were having conversations about creating spaces where people were able to either get off work and just relax for a little while, or
I was
create
going to
and do
ask
their
what
art.
started it all. What kind of started the
Ginn
want for
Project
this?
show?
Yeah.
Well, S.A. Artistries, Samantha the Starving Artist, Chad, Haley was there at the time. Someone called Painting at Tiffany's, really sweet lady. I was originally asked to be the co-host on that show, and several people were like, "Man, you got to have your own show. People would dig it. You got to have your own show. You really should." And there were some other people involved at the time, and they had some different kind of strategies they were going to use for their lives. And I had a background in interviewing people. And one of the things that was frustrating for me was I would get to see these amazing artists like you guys, but it'd be like for 2 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, they'd pop up, show their art, and then it's on to somebody else and they're gone. So, I thought, man, if somebody would just take the time and do an actual real interview with them, actually talk to them as if you were trying to put together a show for them, I think it might be cool. And from the very first show, people seemed to dig it. Like it worked.
And I got to see interview live, like go through things and interview people on the fly, and you're so good at it, and you do pre-interviews, that sort of thing, but you're capable of just talking to people. You're very easy to talk to.
That's kind of you. That's interesting because like part of what we do is create that space for them to be themselves, right? To, like, for example, the idea that a young artist or even someone that's been on the grind for a long time could have somebody of your caliber, of Eve's caliber, of Laura or S.A., right? Any of the people involved, Severed, all the way down the line, take them seriously. Just taking them seriously does a lot. And the example that I use, when I used to work with clients, a lot of almost everything that I did revolved around helping them live on their own. Mm-hmm. Whatever skills they had to learn, whatever that may be, occupational, all the way to academic, to driving cars, to whatever it was, I'd write a program and we'd do it. We'd learn it. But one of the things I always did was I introduced them as my friend. I never introduced them as a client, because if I did my job well, nobody would ever know that I was there to do a job. I'm just a friend of theirs that stops by and chats with them or whatever, and then I go on about my way. Ideally, right? It didn't always work that way. But one of the things that I found was when I would take them places to do mock interviews or stuff like that, and I would introduce them as my friend, you could see their countenance change. You could see them straighten up a little bit and be a little bit more like, in some cases, no one had ever treated them seriously. People had always treated them like a child because they had a disability. They had always treated them kind of, it's kind of that phenomenon that happens to people that are in wheelchairs. Grown-ass adults are in wheelchairs and people bend down and talk to them like they're little children because they're in a wheelchair. It's crazy, but it happens. And we're all human. We all do those weird idiosyncratic things that happen, but
It's kind of like when you talk louder to a deaf person.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. It isn't malicious. It's just
No.
like, damn, really, you know. But
Duh.
so community building, going back to the original thing, has a lot to do with listening to people and making connections. The difference, the thing I think sometimes people don't understand, it has equal measured boundaries,
Yes.
right? Good communities work when people understand their roles and and other people's boundaries, right? It's not a great idea to give unsolicited advice to professionals,
No.
no matter what field they're in, including
Exactly.
artists, right?
Exactly.
I don't go to the person
That's
that
right,
does
Eve.
surgery on. I don't go to the person that does surgery on me and tell them how to do their fucking job,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And you see it all the time when you're at offices or you're somewhere and somebody thinks they're an authority because they read an article, you know, or I read an article, so now I know.
Right.
And it's like,
I-
no, you don't.
I
This person
experienced-
went to school.
Well, actually, they're in a position.
Man, that's my pet peeve when I hear actually, and I'm like, oh, you know something
Actually,
bad's coming.
It's okay not to know everything.
Exactly.
There's no way to know everything, right? That's one of the things that is so enjoyable about working with all of you, is that you all know so much more than I do about most things, especially if they're related to art. So that's part of, to me, the groups or communities that I've been a part of that were really enjoyable were ones where nobody was asked too much. Everybody just does what their thing is, what they have to offer. Yep. And that goes back to Eric Sloan, right? So just humor me here, but back in the day, you've heard of barn raisings where people would go and a whole community would come together, and oftentimes they would literally cut the trees right there in the area. Sometimes if they were able to, and there was enough, foresight that was able to be had, they might cut the trees in the spring and let them lay there until the fall. But for example, back then you moved things around on sleds, because all of the wheels were really hard. In fact, they had like steel around them. Mm-hmm. And if you use those on your roads in the wet seasons, it would absolutely ruin the roads and nobody could get around. So it was really poor form, to say the least, to take your wagon and load it down with a bunch of logs when it was wet out and drag it through the middle of town, because it would leave big ruts that everybody for the rest of the winter had to deal with. Mm-hmm. So things were moved around on sleds. So you see those covered bridges that are up here in the areas like where I live? You know why they don't do those anymore? They're inefficient. Because back in the day when they used to move stuff around on sleds, they would actually have to throw snow under there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
In the wintertime, because that section of the road wouldn't have any snow on it because it's covered, right? So those are the small ways that it would impact. But the other ways you would see that is you'd show up to the barn raising, right? And everybody would put their tools out. And you didn't go to the guy with the dullest saw that was rusty and a hammer that had one of the claws broken off of it.
I feel like I'm getting called out.
Yeah, right.
Or the other guy who obviously used his hammers a lot, obviously took care of his saw and sharpened it and all of that. You're probably going to put that guy in the construction part. Yes. And the dude with the shabby tools, maybe he can help out, or he can do. But in a lot of ways, that's how communities worked. It wasn't an insult that the guy that didn't take good care of his tools wasn't put in charge of the tool stuff, right? They just understood that if you're not good at giving speeches, we're not going to make you the spokesperson for the group. Yeah. Right?
That's one of the
nobody
good
got
things.
Insulted, or
that's one of the great things about your show and you see everybody's strengths and you put them in that position. that they're going to excel at. So
That's the
that's
hope.
one of those things that you do as a leader in the community, and you are a leader in the community. And I don't know why you allowed me to do this today, but here we are.
It wasn't up to me, man. TikTok said we had to. Look,
Here we are, trapped in the amber of the moment, the very scary moment.
yes. And here's the thing, man. I've had a lot of training, right? I was a jet engine mechanic in the Air Force. I literally built jet engines from scratch all the way to the point where we ran them at test cell and then hung them on a plane and got on the plane and flew with it.
Yeah.
And then I cross-trained into 16s and was a crew chief. And you can't, we were talking about this the other day, you don't want to make a lot of mistakes when you're working on a plane.
Yes.
There's just not that kind of margin for error, right? So the training makes sense, and the repetition and the hours that you got to spend doing the same thing over and over so you don't mess up when you're tired and exhausted and all of those things are going on. And then college, the background in psychology, special education, and all of that. It took me 11 years to get through school. I don't have a doctorate. It took me that long because I was working and going to school did a stint in the military. And so there is a lot of training that happened. The woodworking stuff, I have no formal training in it. It was also, I intentionally didn't. I live in an area where there's all kinds of classes going on, teach you how to do all kinds of cool stuff. I just wanted to figure it out on my own. And that is the thing that is so cool about the guitars is the journey was a natural one. It evolved from the George Nakashima type furniture to the guitars, largely because of Ed Kelly. And the other component of that is back to those oak trees that went down in Hurricane Ivan. They ended up being firewood and they kept people warm, and that's great. But it always kind of like, man, that's a bummer. So the other idea about making the guitars is they're like the furniture. They're things that would be passed down for generations if you make them well. And I am making them out of things that people threw away, whether they were trees or buildings or whatever. So it is also kind of a commentary on we can do better. We don't have to, I'm literally taking trees that went down or had to come down that nobody was going to use and turning them into stuff that people will give to their grandkids.
That's part of it, though. You're seeing the beauty in things that people have discarded. Like one of the neck that you did for the guitar I'm going to be working on, the fretboard was speckled. And it was like one of those things they didn't want to sell. It was a discount, right? Something like that. And
Yes.
you took your time on it. You were patient. And now it's
Frickin'
gorgeous.
stunning.
It's gorgeous, right? As soon as I saw him do that one, I went, "That's the one I want," because it was odd.
Because you're pompous son of but what?
And
It's
that's
different.
part of it is that I know that it was so nice that it should come to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So
look at it.
that's a great example of that, Ash. I love that example. And here's why. This is what's called leopard ebony, but it's considered a lesser quality because it's not purely black, right? Jet black without any blemishes. But for all those years building furniture, I would take the parts of the tree that were gnarly or knotty or busted or had problems with it, and that would be the main feature of whatever I was building, right? So for me, when I saw that, I'm like, man, I don't know what y'all are talking about. That's the coolest thing ever. I love it.
Right?
And it also, these lighter dots, and it won't show up on the camera, but it has the same hues as that mahogany, which is reclaimed.
Yeah.
There's your name, dude.
Yeah.
But so they
The
go
wrong
together
one.
really well. But both of these were things that were cast away. This
Yeah.
was a reject for some fancy guitar, which I would argue ours is going to be pretty fancy. And this mahogany I got from a guy that retired from woodworking, and it was the leftover stuff that he had done on a big project, just the leftover pieces. So when we get finished with it, it'll have your artwork on it, and hopefully whoever ends up with it will want to pass it on to whoever the next generation would be,
And that's what
or
we talk about with
sell it or whatever.
furniture or artwork or anything like that. We're hoping to create something that'll get passed down, something that is heirloom quality. And the guitars that you're working on are. I've watched you since the beginning making these guitars. I watched you cutting those things out. I watched you planing the wood, down to get the bodies right. And it's really the amount of time and love you put into these things are going to pay off in the end, no matter what. You know what I mean? Like people think of it as cash or whatever, but it's paying off in so many different ways. Like, yes, they're going to be worth something, of course, but there's the knowledge that you've gained from working on it. There's the community that is rallied around, and you've got a community of artists that are helping work on these pieces.
Yes, that's amazing. I mean, it's amazing.
And yeah, and you're getting to show people that they could do what they set their mind to too. So there's like all these things involved in you making guitars. There's all these wonderful things that are coming out of it. I don't think that's lost on many people. I think when they tune in to watch you do what you do, they see the heart that's going into it. And I think that's one of the most important things on this app is community building and really giving somebody a place to go where they can feel good for a while, because the world's hard and sometimes we need that in our lives.
What I think is amazing, I think it's amazing, just like Ginn handing over the keys to his truck to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting in hours on these guitars and you're handing them over to us and being like, do your thing.
Exactly.
And it's just like, and I'm sitting here like, okay, like we're going to do our thing. But the time and care and effort you put into each piece, and then to turn around and just have that trust factor of, and that belief that we're going to, that
it's inspiring, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
That is also, it's very kind of you that is also how you build community, and like you said, trust, though, right? So yes, some of them won't have art on them. I will build some that are just Ginn Project guitars, but the idea that I get to collaborate with all of you, with the people that are doing the guitars, just blows my mind. Like it's amazing, because my thought process was, I'll use the cool bits and pieces and make guitars out of that, and whatever's left over, I don't know, I'll trade or give away or sell or whatever, and then the idea, it didn't even occur to me that people would be willing to do it until y'all started asking about, I say y'all, but collectively the art community started asking, well, what, who's doing the art? Are you going to do artwork on them? Or are you going to, whatever? And so that's the crazy thing. The whole guitar process has been done live. Like it's taken a long time, but we've done all of it live. And I go back, though, the reason that is even possible is the community of people that we have that just step in, like Laura, and handle things. Rachel and Kira, and there's a long list of people behind the scenes that, in small little ways and large, make sure that, in 2 years we missed 3 shows.
Yeah.
One was a death, One was a hurricane. I literally did not have the ability to do a show because I was out of contact for a week. And then this past week, when everything was so wacky, it didn't really make sense to.
You mean when you broke TikTok, Ginn?
Yeah,
That's what you mean
exactly.
to say.
When you destroyed
like
TikTok.
when you destroyed TikTok.
When I personally and single-handedly broke TikTok, I did
That's
it.
right.
I'd do it again. TikTok, you better be careful. Better be careful, TikTok.
I like that. I'd do it again.
My spot.
Hey, my spot. Yeah, look at that piece. Look at that piece.
So
Right,
the
Karen?
guitars are literally. So this is probably an unpopular opinion, but y'all got me here. Now we're gonna go with it.
Oh yeah.
But I think we can do things differently. My experiences in life have brought me to a point where I think that, you can have a business and have a nice life, and it doesn't destroy you, and people around you could profit from it too. I'm not interested in getting crazy rich. A lot of people aren't. A lot of people just want to make a good living. And I've done a lot of jobs that I didn't enjoy doing. And now I get to do something that I absolutely love doing. And if it all fell apart, I know I can build furniture people like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So at this point, I'm playing with house money almost, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Not that I don't want to do the best I absolutely can, but it was inspired, like this journey, to do it live and to do it in collaborations with artists who have lines of guitars and all of that. Yeah, that's a lot of effort, but everybody put in a lot of effort. And we haven't even got to the point where y'all have the guitars yet, and y'all have put in tons and tons of effort. But the concept is, if one guitar sells and at least one artist has artwork on it, now 2 people in the art community have made money on that one guitar. If any of the merch for it sells, we split the merch with the artist. The big guitar makers don't split the merch with the artist.
No.
They give them a t-shirt.
No.
But
If they're lucky.
so the imagery of this guitar will forevermore, S.A. gets half.
Yeah.
And
there?
she owns the rights. She can use the images doing whatever she wants, wherever she wants. I don't own anything.
I said there was a little Edgar Allan Poe in there, forevermore, pointing to a raven.
Forevermore.
You like that? You like that?
I caught that. I caught what you were shoveling.
I think one of the great things, though, is, yes, we've seen success, but we've also seen stumbling, which is also...
I stuck a chisel in my hand.
Yeah. Which is also one of those things. It's one of those things that people need to see. You sticking your... No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
They need to see failure as well. And that it's okay
Things
to
don't
keep
always work.
going. Yeah. To wit,
Yeah.
the show. It stumbled, and we figured out how to keep going. And I've seen things with the guitars happen. And I was heartbroken for you watching the next twist and do all that.
There's a stack of them over there.
Yeah, I know, right?
But
And
the perseverance of one inspires perseverance in another.
Exactly.
So, like when you stumble and you fall and you can get yourself back up and learn from it and show others that that's possible, then others would probably do the same.
yes.
It's the finger pointers that don't get anywhere.
Yeah.
Like that one down there, this guy. He's gonna be stuck
guy?
forever because he's constantly pointing. I got a finger for you.
Eve, you're a teacher. You are a well credentialed teacher, and you've seen it. Sometimes there's this one kid in class that struggles a bit. There's usually more than one, but there's always an obvious one, almost always, that struggles, like kind of is behind in some things. And there are some kids in the class that pick on that and there are other kids in the class that actually try to help.
Right.
And a lot of the times, if you encourage the kids that are trying to help, the ones that were picking on them will join the I'm going to help crowd instead of the picking on kids crowd.
Right.
And I've seen it happen over and over again, and I've seen it happen all the way from grade school to college. And sometimes the best thing we can do for people is let them know that, yes, we do make mistakes. And I measure over and over incessantly and still screw up. But part of what I've learned to do over the years is have secondary ways to check yourself if there's nobody looking over your shoulder. There is nobody else in here to make sure I'm not messing something up. If you imagine normally at your job, normally you would have somebody to look over stuff to make
Laura.
sure,
I thought
Yes,
that was Laura.
it is Laura to an extent.
Yeah, it's tough for her to do that part from New York, though. Hey, Brian.
You're screwing something up, Jen.
Yes. So all of you, all of us that work together collectively, yes, of course, I will benefit by selling guitars. But the hope is that artists that put their artwork on the guitars, they determine exactly what their rates are. I don't have anything to do with that. It gets added on. So,
It's the freedom in that, though, Jen. You're busting your kazoo to make these guitars, and then you're like, here, do your amazingness. And it's just fantastic.
But that's the thing, though, is like, that's the rub. I get to be the guy that makes the guitars that y'all put artwork on. You know what I mean? Like, I get to be that dude.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I believe, or I feel like we have the pieces in place. That the other thing we do is accountability, right? This is a good example. Like, y'all literally y'all can take my account over and sign in with my account. All of my social media accounts, not just TikTok. Laura and Ash and Rachel and Kira all have all of the passwords for all of my social media accounts. That's crazy. People don't do that. People tell me I'm insane for doing that. But we can do shows that we would otherwise not be able to do.
True.
And most likely, it imbues just a slight bit of trust towards y'all. Like, the guy must trust me. He gave me his damn passwords.
Absolutely.
Right? On some level. Because that's the other curve, right? We're trying to develop relationships that would normally take years and years and years to develop the kind of trust that we have to work together. Especially Ash being on the camera all the time. We have to, especially as much as we tease with each other and all of that, we got to trust each other. We got to know that we actually care about each other, and all of that other stuff is the fun part, right? If I got upset when somebody poked a jab at me, then man, this would be pretty unfun quick, wouldn't it?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I got a question though. What made you land on Telecasters?
I always loved them. The performance that Prince did with the Telly at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where he played My Guitar Gently Weeps, with Tom Petty and a bunch of other dudes on the stage. That is what inspired that guitar-shaped charcuterie board Sever did. So the other part of it is Telecasters were the very first electric guitars. Now, hollow body guitars, like you would see B.B. King or somebody playing, were the first electric guitars, because professional musicians mostly use those big hollow body guitars because they carried the most. when you're playing for an audience, you needed something that projected, and they did it. They did it the best. So they naturally put pickups in those when they first started figuring out you could put pickups in guitars. But pretty quickly, the first solid body guitar was a Telecaster. And then the other body styles and all of that came pretty quick. But it's simple in concept. There are a few different ways you can do it, though. You can have that Tele style body, but you don't have to have that original pickup set in it. You know, we're putting humbuckers or P90s in ours. But so the other reason is I wanted to start at the beginning, right? I wasn't a guitar maker. I'm not a luthier. I'm a guy that was making furniture and knows how to do some other things. Started making guitars. So my thought process was start with something simple, do it really well, and then build from that.
That's really cool. And if anybody hasn't seen original guitars, they were huge. The electric guitars, they were big, like you said, to resonate through a crowd. You know, they were really large guitars. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to.
Of course he does. He just disappears from his little chair and comes back with who knows what.
That's a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And sometimes he'll leave from that side and then show up coming in from the other side.
Look at that.
This is an old Harmony hollow body that I'm in the process of restoring. We're going to turn it into an octave mandolin. But you can see there's a pretty bad crack here. It's put back together now with cleats and everything. It's all been sanded. It's got to be resprayed and all of that. But this is the style. But they're really resonant, right?
Yeah.
And they're big. They're big. Like trying to play one. Like I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 215 pounds. And this guitar makes me look like a child trying to play it, right? They're big. The reason they were big like that is to carry as much sound as possible. So naturally, that one I have upstairs, that Echo, has just one single little. I'm sorry, I'm backwards. One single little pickup right at the base of the neck, and that was it.
Is it a little lipstick pickup that you have on that one? You're talking about?
It's like a Hershey bar style.
Okay.
There wasn't one on this one. This one was straight acoustic, but this is the kind they would put that pickup on. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Neat.
I actually have one that you could screw on here that I have for this one that I bought to put on.
It's like the size of your torso. Like
it is, right?
Huge. So these were the original things that they electrified because they already carried the most sound. And then once they started getting better at the pickups and the electronics and stuff, they realized that having a solid body gave them that resonance, right? On this guitar, it's hollow, and that tension gives it the resonance. But the one we're making, it's dense.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what gives it that resonance, that carry when you hook electronics to it. So
can we just talk about how beautiful that is first? Where are you going with that
thing?
But bring it back. Bring it back.
It's gorgeous.
Look at the two-tone wood. Look at the
purple heart through it.
The purple heart through it.
Yeah.
The fact that you built a guitar and cut it in half.
And he married it perfectly together.
I know. Look
stunning.
at how. Yes. Yes. That is the craftsmanship of Ginn. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Ginn, are you gonna make your own pickups at some point?
Yes.
I already knew the answer. I just wanted to hear him say it.
He's like,
yes.
Did you hear the giggle? He's like, yes.
Yes, of course he is. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he?
So this is like a little kit winder to practice to kind of learn with. That's one that you put together. It's just a simple little winder. Has the winding stuff on this side. You stick the pickup to this. And it rotates with the motor, and it's got just a little clicker to count the winds. That's basically all this does is so you can count how many wines. It gives you a numerical readout.
Oh, cool.
So yes, it's going to be down the road. But we've had many conversations about these and all the different steps, and even with the artists trying to make sure that all of the steps are in house, just because we started from tree. You know what I mean? So anyway, yes.
Long story short, yes. And I think that's the amazing thing, is that everything you can do within reason is from start to finish. And I think that's really admirable, because, I don't know. I used to make my own canvas, and stretch it and all that stuff. I don't do it anymore. So when I see somebody doing something like that, I think it's amazing that you're taking the time to do so much on these pieces and making them so unique. There's just never going to be another one, and there's never going to be another one of any of those you build. It's one-offs, and it's amazing.
Each one is definitely a unique piece of art. Even the ones that don't literally have artwork on them are still that is one unique piece of wood. No other one will have the same grain.
Eventually you're going to call yourself an artist, Ginn. Eventually you're going to call yourself an artist.
Well, I do hang out with some pretty good artists.
That's what I wanted to ask you. That's what I wanted to ask you. So you have these handful of artists that you're entrusting with these guitars, and let's give a little talk. Like, what drew you to, like you mentioned, S.A. already, and Kira and Severed, and what is it about these artists that made you be like, I want to work with these people? This is amazing.
Well, it was my eyes. He looked into my eyes and went, I need that guy's artwork on
yes.
my
and he
guitar.
wafted his hair. He did the hair thing.
Exactly.
And it was my New Jersey charm. I know that much.
Of course. But yeah, that's a good question.
Well, and it deserves an honest answer. Obviously, I like the artwork.
It's behind you.
Right. But just the various styles. Like, for whatever reason, each person involved, their style appeals to me. But that isn't the most important part, actually. It was people that I respected. It was people whose art I respected, and the way they went about their business I respected. Because what I've learned over the years is, no matter how bad you want to work with somebody, if they're not willing to compromise and work with you, then it's doomed. So I very intentionally tried to make sure that the folks that were going to be doing guitars long term were the kind of people that I actually felt like I could get along with and work with and be friends with long term. Right. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So those things actually kind of happened together. The original plan wasn't for artists to necessarily do it. That evolved. And in that thought process was, there were actually people that I sent stuff to that it didn't work out, for whatever reason. And that's okay. That's life, right? You don't get hit a home run every time you go to bat. Every project you do isn't stellar, out of this world to everybody, right? Some people won't like anything that A.S.H does, no matter how he does it. There's just those people on the planet. And there are other people like me who like almost everything that he does. There's seldom anything that he does and I'm like, oh, he missed on that one. Right? Like, he'll do it. He'll throw it across the room, but
that's the human factor too. That's the human factor, right?
Yes, and that was the crucial part. The the artwork, frankly, there's a lot of good artists. There's a lot of badass artists out there. There's a bunch of them. There aren't as many who are approachable and who have some humility and some kindness and some candor and understand how to move with respect to people of all walks of life. And I think artists are uniquely, when they'll give themselves up to it, they are uniquely able to do that at a higher level. They're just inherently often compassionate, oftentimes art is their outlet. And they understand that, and they're willing to share that with other people. It's a small section of people that aren't that way in the art community, from my experience anyway.
And it's hard for artists because we usually open ourselves up quite a bit, and we give of our art and continually get used, that sort of thing, and it's really hard to keep going like that. But I think that's the thing. When somebody shows compassion like you do for the community, and somebody shows that you put trust in somebody like you do, it gives an artist something that they don't get anywhere else most of the time. And you have a lot of faith in us, and it shows, of course. I got to say what Eve said earlier. He's giving me the guitar to work on. Are you sure? I've seen so many hours go into this, and now I'm like going to be sitting there looking at it, going, "Oh man, what am I going to put on there? How am I going to do it? How am I going to approach it?" But the thing is because you've done so much, I don't want to fail, And I think the other thing is you've given me that feeling that I can't, that I will succeed, that you put trust in me and I will just do it,
You could splatter paint on the guitar and you would not fail. That's all S.H. did, is just splatter some damn paint on the shit and give it back to me. Pretty awesome paint splatter, don't you think?
It is. It's amazing.
But that's the thing, man. We all collectively together decided, hey, if we're going to do this thing, let's, we don't just have to build guitars or do art or whatever. We can also work together on it. Try to help do our part to build out the community. And I don't know. I look around at the world around me and I don't like it. So I try to do the things that maybe people wouldn't expect you to do. Like if we live in a world where you can't trust anybody, well, show some people some trust and see what happens.
Yeah. And look at the eclectic group we have in the chat. It's amazing the kind of people that we bring together. I've often said I collect the broken, the black sheep of the families, the misfit toys. Those are my people. Yeah, exactly. So when I started hanging out with you guys, I went, oh, these guys are something I could get with right here. It's interesting.
The beautiful thing about this community too, and we've seen it happen, is they rally around folks and for events or for whatever. Everything from Aaron, we were talking about earlier, all that he's been through, Johnny Ray, all the way over to stuff that isn't seen. How many artists have been helped by a friend of ours that knows her stuff and has given them a little advice here and there when they asked for it.
I have no idea.
But the thing about it is it really is up to us. Nobody is coming to help. Nobody's showing up to help. There is no secret stash of whatever that's going to save the day. It's up to us together or not, or we all do it alone. But life is tough, man, and and no matter where you're from or what walk of life you have, it's not easy. Even the people that even the people that are 180 from me, philosophically, politically, religiously, whatever, it's still, life's probably not easy for them.
No, absolutely not.
And we can boil it down to at least that. Look, they don't care for me, but life ain't easy for them either. So let's not make it harder.
Yeah. I get disagreements once in a while, and I just go, I respect that. And that's kind of what I try and do. I go, I respect that. I understand your position, and that's okay. It's okay to be able to see it from multi directions. I think if more people did that, it'd be a better world. To be able to see things.
You mean we can have different opinions from each other?
Yeah, imagine that.
Of course.
Oh man.
You better.
And here's the thing, man. Here's the beautiful thing about this community too is folks are able to step out front when they're needed to step out front. But there's other people that work behind the scenes almost exclusively that you never see. They never get credit. They're always back there working, doing their thing. And that's how they want it to be. That's the way they want it that way, Yeah. So we got to respect that. But the cool thing about it is every single one of you are willing to put somebody else out on the stage and make them the important thing. That's what the show is about, right? Putting an artist once a week, or having a conversation that will help artists in the community.
Yeah.
That's the panel discussion stuff, or the artist toolbox stuff, or the stuff Ray's going to bring, the stuff that Ashman's Basics is going to bring. There's the educational side, right? If you want to build community, you also have to help fill in the gaps where there are needs, right? Even the mobsters gave out turkeys on Thanksgiving, right?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait, I didn't get a turkey. Where's my turkey?
You must have pissed off the boss. You didn't get anything else, did you?
The horse's head in the bed.
Right.
That's terrible.
I remember, man. I remember. Yam. Yeah. Severed contacted me long ago about a charcuterie board, and here's the true story on that. Here's what's funny about that is that's something you do when you first start out, right? You make little stuff like that, figuring out what you're doing. If you've been doing it a while, it ain't really stuff you want to make, right? Like it's just not. It's not.
It's like me painting cactus and hummingbirds and stuff like that
over
for the
and
Southwest,
over
and over and over and over. Nuts. Yeah.
Right. I've made hundreds of them, so But it's exciting to me because Severed is putting her art on them. It's not a drudgery. I don't dread doing it. I enjoy doing it again. It's fun to do, but it's because Severed is putting her art on. But the very first one, I remember that feeling of, wow, Severed art put her thing on something I built. And what was that word you used? Something wonderfully neato? What
moderately neato.
This was moderately neato. This was wonderfully
beyond.
neato.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was good stuff. But then all of this time later, we're friends now. I mean, we're like, she is a really good friend. But I still get excited every time that I see a piece that she's done. I'm like, holy crap, man! She's putting artwork on some stupid thing I did.
I understand that feeling because I used to watch people that I am now very good friends with, just on different shows and stuff on here. And now we're very close, and it's so cool to know somebody like that. I have Eve's Artistry work. I have Severed's work here. I have Lost Paintbrushes stuff. I have all kinds of work. Mondo and his damn balloons. I have all kinds of stuff. So it's like amazing to see how many friendships I have off of here now. And
yes,
I think it's cool.
Yes. Y'all are, I mean, I said this before, and this was all the way back in June, but when I had issues medically, my wife talked to you. You were one of the few people that she had that she talked to. That is saying something at my house. You know what I mean? I mean, but I was told when we first started doing this Ginn Project show 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now, I was told that until I had 10,000 followers, nobody was going to give a shit about anything I had to say. That's literally what they told me. Until you have 10,000 followers, nobody's going to give a shit about what you have to say. Well, I think they were wrong. And I haven't even got to 8,000 yet, and I think we're doing okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, it's like that conversation you and Eve were having about, you know, what is perfection, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's the goal, but you know you're never going to achieve it.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's the journey.
Thank you.
It's the
Thanks,
journey.
Uncle
It's not always the end point isn't always the most important thing. Getting there, and the people you meet and the people you get to, like, for myself, right? I was an artist sitting in my house, like you say, you're always in your basement. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't associate with anybody. And now I'm in a screen on the TGP on a Tuesday night, hanging out with some of my favorite people. So,
Exactly.
it's just amazing how those things happen.
It's weird to
And
just
me.
turn the
Some
light.
of your favorite people and me.
It's weird to talk about that too, because I think most artists are solitary, and most crafts people are solitary. I used to just sit here and work all by myself. Now, if I'm just sitting here drawing, I'm like, I might as well turn the camera on and have company. Like Laura telling me to stand up and move around so I don't hurt my back, or Flutterby coming through and, hanging out with me in the middle of the night, Spurs. We have all of these wonderful people that hang out with us and make it more fun to do. Yeah.
Uncle Knowing.
Uncle Knowing. How are you doing, Knowing?
Something else, man.
Well,
So, well,
what were you going to say before I whelp?
I was going to say, so for me, it's this amazing journey of getting to work with these artists and learn from these artists, and it's a mutual thing. I'm blown away. It's awesome that y'all think it's cool that I'll send you a guitar. I think I can relate to the feeling, because I'm blown away that I can send you a guitar and you'd put art on it, and I can call you on the phone and we have conversations and we're friends, and I don't have a lot of friends. Most of my friends were dead or gone. Most of my relatives, I'm old,
most of mine I just talk to in my own head, so I get it.
Most of the people I was close to aren't on this earth anymore, so
I get that too. Yeah,
y'all are amazing, man. Y'all are amazing. And you're not supposed to mix friendship with work, and that's another barrier I like to
I don't know about
play
that.
with a little bit. All right.
I think this has been amazing. We actually got to spend time talking to the man who runs the show, and we got to know a little more about him. He's very, quiet, doesn't talk a lot,
Reserved.
very
A little snobbish, if you ask me.
He is.
Up.
Little pinkies up.
Little
Yeah.
pinkies up action going on here,
So I think it's wonderful that we got to actually talk to you and interview you. We've talked about this scenario before, interviewing you, and it's never happened. I'm glad it did, because we got to know a lot more about you and your process. And we already knew you're a good person. Now we know more, and we all feel bad about ourselves because we're not as golden as you.
Get out of here, man. Purple chips, still purple, baby.
It's just
That's what I was going to ask.
It's the devilish handsomeness that gets me every time. You just devilish handsome.
He's debonair. He's debonair.
Y'all need to quit.
Southern debonair.
Yes. Yes.
I do declare my word.
My word. If everybody could drop purple hearts in the comments
Thanks, y'all. Y'all are amazing.
for
Ginn.
the man who has helped so many of us and has given so much to his community. And I'm embarrassing right now, which is my goal.
Yes. Yes.
So go ahead, and if somebody could screenshot that for me, that'd be awesome. And before we go, I just want to remind
just spit on
everybody,
you.
Heartless is the guest next week. Register for TikTok live events if you'd like reminders of the show. Sign up for our newsletter. Where is that? Where's the newsletter at? Again.
The Ginn Project original at that Gmail place.
Yeah, that place. And, you know, we talked about My Spot's piece that she gave you, which is amazing. And it's blacklight lit, which is really cool.
Yes. Here, I'm going to go turn out the lights.
It was very dark.
It was very
Very
dark.
dark. It was very dark. You're by the
It was very
fence.
dark.
And we hope Crimson's okay. We hope everything's okay with Crimson. She has a show coming
I
up
would just like to
February
say-
18th, Electric Light Force. So I'm hoping she has a great show. And I'm sure it will be great because her artwork's wonderful. Tune in for Rick the Muse this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. I will be a guest on that show. And I don't know. I'm okay, I guess. Tune in to Ashman's Basic Podcast Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Arizona time. And you'll see Ms. Eve's Artistry and myself. And we don't really come up with a concept until the last minute, so who knows?
What do you mean? We ponder and think and we've got
It's like
this
10
plan
minutes
for
before.
months.
Then we go, oh, this, I guess. Don't forget Kira's art solo show opening September 5th at the Haven Gallery. That's in New York City. And go to Ginn's Linktree and help our friend Aaron Hammonds. Go ahead and go there, help him out in the GoFundMe. Guy's having a hard time, and we all need to rally around him like we should. And last but not least, Rachel, our very own Rachel, has a top secret song that I just keep blabbing on about because, you know, loose lips and all. She has a release dropping on Valentine's Day. So let's not forget about Rachel. Ginn, do you have any closing statement? Do you have anything you just want to say?
Thank you to everyone. And if Crimson wasn't here, it was for she has a reason.
Yeah.
So, please give her a break on that. So
Yeah, no doubt.
We'll see what happens.
No doubt.
Thank you, everybody. Very, very, very kind of y'all to show up, and thank you, Eve. What a nice surprise that you were the co-host. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome, Eve. Ash, you're the man.
happened.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
That's
man.
what happens when you leave the door open. People like me just
All right,
come
goodbye.
sauntering in.
He had to expect that, right? He had to expect that. That's an Ashman special. That's an Irish goodbye.
It's
Man's amazing. We're all very happy to know him. We're better for it. I can't believe you entrusted me with a show. Dude's amazing. Eve, love you. You're amazing. Thank you for hanging out with me for this long, putting up with my crap. And don't forget to see us tomorrow, and we'll do our Ashman's Basic Podcast.
yes.
So to everybody in the chat, thank you for hanging out with us. We love you too. Support everybody, support one another, follow each other, do what you can for each other. That's all I can ask. Have a good night. We'll see you later.